Alright, so for today's video, I'm just spending some time working around the settlement and slowly shaping the area. This is one of those parts of Minecraft that I actually enjoy a lot. Even though it's not the most exciting thing to watch at first, it's kind of relaxing and it helps everything feel more connected once it's done. I feel like terraforming is something you don't really notice when it's done right, but you definitely notice when it's not there. The world just feels off. So I wanted to spend a full day just fixing that. I have also been thinking a bit about how this place is going to look later on. Right now, it's still very early, but I'm trying to imagine where paths might go, where buildings could fit, and how everything might expand over time. Even if none of that ends up happening exactly the way I imagine, it still helps guide how I shape the land for now. One thing I really like about doing these slower videos is that there is no pressure to rush anything. I can just take my time, make small changes, and see how it feels. Sometimes I'll change something, walk away from it, come back a few minutes later, and decide I don't like it at all. And that's fine. That's kind of the fun part. I also appreciate everyone who has been watching and leaving comments so far. It's only been a few days, but seeing people actually take the time to watch and say something is really motivating. It makes working on these longer projects feel worth it. This world is definitely going to take time to build up properly, and I'm okay with that. I don't want everything to appear all at once. I like the idea of slowly earning each part of the village and watching it grow naturally. That's part of why I'm focusing on this kind of work today instead of jumping straight into another big build. If you're someone who enjoys these calmer Minecraft videos where things move a little slower and there is more focus on the world itself, then you're probably going to enjoy where the series is going. They will still be bigger builds and survival moments, but these in between days are important too. As I keep working around here, I'm mostly just trying to make the area feel nicer to walk, nothing too fancy, just something that feels natural and comfortable. I think once more structures go in, this area is really going to start making sense. Right now, it might still look a bit empty or unfinished, but that's kind of how these early stages always feel. It's more about setting a pace that everything else can grow from later. I also leaving a little bit of space open instead of filling everything right away. It gives the area room to breathe and it makes future builds more intentional when they're added. Sometimes I'll just walk around for a bit and see how it feels instead of building nonstop. That usually helps me decide what needs adjusting and what's already working. Over time, small changes like this really add up, even if they don't seem like much at first. Once paths, buildings, and more details start coming together, this whole place should feel a lot more alive. I also like that this part of the process doesn't really have a right or wrong way to do it. I can try something, see how it looks, and if I don't like it, I can always change it later. That takes a lot of the pressure off and makes it more enjoyable. It feels like trying to finish something quickly and more like slowly shaping the world over time. Sometimes I'll focus on one small area for way longer than I planned just because I keep noticing little things I want to adjust. Other times I'll move around a lot and make tiny changes everywhere. Both approaches kind of work and it really depends on how I'm feeling that day. I also think these slower moments make the bigger builds feel more rewarding later on. When everything around them already feels natural, the builds stand out in a better way. So if this doesn't look like much right now, it's setting things up for what's coming next. And here we go. We're done with everything and everything looks good. And yeah, it makes it is really different. Let's zoom out a little bit and see from a different angle. All right. Well, from the first house, we came so far along, and we are going to go much farther. Thank you guys. See you next time.